Pet Plays Football Manager. Hello guys and welcome to Pet Plays Football Manager 2013 episode 2 season 4. I thought we will make this episode a bit more interesting because we have been playing for 3 years. This is the 4th season and we only paid attention to our team. Always our team, our problems, our matches, and our team. And there are more players, more teams in Football Manager. So I thought that we will actually take a look at some players from other teams, some players that we sold in the past. See exactly big teams like Barcelona. How are they in 2016? And I thought it would be interesting to do this every couple of seasons to see how how teams progress and how players progress. But first I want to start with a look at some of my juniors, because I have some of them for like 1 season or 2 seasons, and I want to see how they progressed. And I'm going to show you how awful injury can be to a youngster. And basically I have like 2 players that were like 5 stars potential, and right now they are absolutely awful. So let me invite the cat into the room. Welcome to the cat. And now let me show you this. Okay, I got this player in 2014. Bam, 3 weeks injury. Bam, 5 weeks injury. Bam, 2 weeks, 6 days, 2 months, 2 months. And I just noticed this, and I was like, okay, I remember this guy being, like so good. I've checked out the career stats, and I bought him for $2.4 million. So it means that he really was a good player. I haven't checked the screenshot with him yet, but he really was good. And right now he looks like this. Like 18 years old and nothing fancy, right? It's like an 18-year-old, you look at him and like, no. And basically the report says 3.5 stars potential. The thing is that it's going to drop. Every time a player gets 1 year older, the potential is basically dropping. At least from the reports that I saw. In the past Football Managers, I had players that were like 5 stars, and then when they got like 20 years old, they had potential of 2 stars and the current ability of 1.5 stars, something like that. So this player, and this is how George was looking back in 2014 when I bought him. The report says 4 stars. He was 16 years old. It didn't look, actually, I have no idea why I paid $2.4 million for him. Really, to be honest. But anyway, hopefully we are going to be able to sell him for something later. Maybe he will rise his stats somehow. I have no idea. And I decided to have a general look at some of the players. I'm doing this live. And as you can see, this is Alex Patterson, who back in August 2014 had 4 stars, and bought him for free. It was actually, I think it was one of my players. I have no idea exactly. Yeah, I think it was one of my players. As you can see, 4 stars. And right now, that player looks like this. Improvements. Let me see exactly. It's kind of hard for me to see because I'm looking at the other screen. So no tackling improvements. Actually, no improvements at all. Only at heading. Yeah. This is how the guy looks now. 2.5 stars. Wanted by a club, and current ability, he is 4 stars. What can you say to him? Actually, yeah, 5 stars, 5 silver stars. This means this player's right now ability for this player is if the stars are silver, it's for the yellow youths, and he's very good. So let's have a look at another player. Danilo Travaglini. Currently is on loan. I bought him for almost 1 million from Kaiserslautern, and again I'm trying to have a look exactly. His heading got better. Let's not forget that he's a keeper, goalkeeper. Anyway, this is how he looks. Basically 4 stars and a half. Problem is that I can't see his current stats because he is on loan at Charlton, and he seems that he's not playing. Maybe I should recall him actually, because he's wasting. Okay, actually he is set up as the main goalkeeper right now. So this is how he looks now. Back 2014. He was 14 years old. Lol, very young. I usually like to get players that are 14 years old. It makes me feel that I'm really raising them. And yeah, not too many difference. I think maybe this transfer was also maybe a flop. So let's have a look at another player. Jimmy Haywood. I actually got this guy because I wanted a good English, you know, a good youngster from England, and I bought him for 800k from Watford, and the screenshot is from 2014, and of course right now we are in almost 2 years later. We are not 1 year and a half later. His value is $1.3 million. Back then he was much lower, and let's see if he improved. Basically, just to be, you know, for people who are watching on YouTube, I'm doing this live, and I've loaded the screenshot into my streaming program, and I made the program a bit smaller, so for me it's hard. I can't actually see the numbers at all. We try to make them larger, and the numbers look stretched out and kind of hard to make them. So let me actually have a better look. Aerial ability, it got up. Command of the area, communication got up. Handling up by 1 point. Kicking 2 points. Reflexes 1 point. Throwing 2 points, and anticipation 1 point. Positioning 1 point. He is on loan at Everton, and Everton right now is playing with Tim Howard. So basically I'm just going to recall him, because hey, I don't want, actually he didn't play at all, he's only sitting there. And can I recall him? Damn, I can't recall him. So he will be stuck there. Why did I loan him at Everton? Jesus Christ! I should have loaned him at a lower team. So let's have a look at another player. Geraldo Batilimo, or something like that. Again, I bought him in 2014. 1 year and a half later, he looks like this. Same value from what I see, but let me actually do a comparison on how he was then and how he is now. Teamwork +1, anticipation +2, dribbling +1, finishing +1, first touch +1, technique, tackling +1, passing +1. So it seems that he got +1 on like overall. And back then He was 5 stars report, and right now he's 4 stars and a half. So as you can see, his potential is getting a bit always dropping by the number of stars, at least. Main strength, speed. Specific strength, pace. Main weakness, nothing for now. Personality, resolute, and team personality, determined. Suggested focus, finishing. And let's see his training. His training, composure. And if I'm checking, yeah, his composure went pretty up, and 12 is pretty decent for an 18-year-old guy. And I think finishing is pretty. I think he's an attacking midfielder center, and yeah, he's basically an attacking midfielder center. He can play as a attacking midfielder left, but his crossing is not really that great. So let's actually train his finishing, because he might actually get into finishing position, and he will. Right now he has finishing 9, which sucks. Oh, and I bought him for $1.4 million from Pescara. So let's have a look at another player. Jeremy Scherer. Probably that's not how you pronounce him, but... Okay. The screenshot is from exactly 2 years ago, almost exactly 2 years ago. He's 18 years old now, and I'm trying again to do a comparison. His stamina went by 2 points, strength by 4 points, pace by 1 point, then agility, acceleration, and balance, they improved a lot. So this guy actually made some physical improvements. Then what else? Anticipation 0.1, work rate 0.1, positioning 0.2, I mean +2, and what else? Concentration +1, creativity +1, decision +1. It seems to be like a +1 overall, and technical he's +1 also, and on first touch is +2. Basically he is looking like this right now. Oh, not like this. Like this. And he's decent. He's a defensive midfielder, so keep that in mind. His dribbling is 5, however he can cross the ball, you know, for good crossing, good corners. So if he takes the corners, I'm thinking that right now in the future a bit. If I'm playing this guy and he's taking down corners, I need to keep someone back on the defensive, because since he's a defensive midfielder, maybe I should train him on tackling. He has decent work rate, 14. You know that ball-winning midfielders need to have good work rate and usually good teamwork. Passing decent. Decisions, but its decisions are also pretty well. 14 for an 18 years old. That's a lot. Also, I forgot to look at 5 stars report, and right now it's 4 stars and a half. His current ability is 1 star and a half, so he really can train. So he's also $2.9 million from Le Mans FC. I paid some money for him, and I do believe that he has a future. And if you look at history, injuries, he got a couple of injuries, but nothing, you know, like real major. And training, training his passing. His passing went way up. 14 passing is decent, very decent actually, and we should really put him on tackling like our coach suggests. Yeah, even my best coach is saying tackling. And let's not forget that he's a defensive midfielder, so 14 passing for a defensive midfielder, and the passing will surely get higher. Surely it will get higher. Tackling, it's very important, at least to get him on 16 tackling by the age of 20. And he also has bravery. I mean, really, 18 bravery, that's a lot. And when we got him, he was Also 18 bravery, so I knew when I bought him. Very, very, very brave. Now, fairly professional, determined, main strength, speed, specific strength, consistency, which is something hugely important, especially for strikers. You know, when you get a good striker and the striker plays well for 3 games and then he doesn't score for 10 weeks, yeah, consistency. That's something to look into, especially into a striker. So let's have a look at another player. I have kind of a couple players. Sean Agostini, who's a defender central, but it seems that my coach is playing him as a striker. What the hell? Anyway, let me do a comparison. Whoa, you will be amazed. You will be amazed on something, on a particular skill. You will really be amazed. And that skill is heading. Right now he has heading 11. And check this out. Heading 17. Oh my god. From 11 to 17. His jumping also went by 0.1, pace by 0.2, strength by 0.4. Whoa! Yeah, this is a really, and stamina by 0.1. This is a really strong defensive central defender. Anticipation only 0.1, aggression still 11, positioning 0.1, work rate 0.1, and decisions still decision power +2. So he's at 10. Which is it's a very important for a defender. So huge improvement for Sean Agostini, and basically the screenshot was from, again, 2 years ago, and 2 years later he looks like this. He's being tutored by Danny Bat. I just started this right now, and this is Danny Bat right now. Of course, he isn't a junior. He was with the team, but I played him mainly, and he is really looking awesome. Check down his value. Yep, he's my main guy. Anyway, we don't talk right now about main team players, only about juniors. Let's check down the report. Yeah, when I bought him, he was 4.5 stars, and he's still at 4.5 stars. So this really means he's a really good player. Main strength, aerial ability, specific strength, important matches. Main weakness, speed, specific weakness, consistency. Personality model, professional, suggested focus, marking. Yeah. Let's do that. Right now he is, yeah, I'm training his heading heavily. Who knows? Oh my god, yeah. I kind of forgot to turn off his focus, and basically for the past 2 years I've been training his heading. Yeah, but in a way it's a good way. It's very important to have actually both of your central defenders need to have good heading, but it's very important to actually have a very good powerful. And pace 12, yeah, that's not really that good, but it's not also impossible. So let's train him on marking right now and get his marking up. His marking has been decreasingly a bit, but heading, we shouldn't touch that for now on. So let's have a look at another player. Oh, hello people on the chat. I'm doing the live recording for YouTube right now, so I'm not going to interact with you on the chat. For now, I will interact with you later. So, another player, Christian Meiner. I have no idea how to pronounce that character. I actually wanted a defender right. You know, I try to buy players on all the areas, and it's pretty hard to find wingbacks or defenders right or left, especially left. I don't know, I have always problems on finding players for the main team. So that's why I said, man, I need a good defender right and left to train now and use later. And I found this guy. Again, 2 years have passed from the screenshot to the actual playtime, and check down his physical abilities. And you will be even more amazed in a second. Why? You will see. Report 5 stars. Right now he's at 4 stars and a half. I bought him for $1.1 million from Hertha BSC, or however you want to say it. Huge physical abilities, but let's look at his other abilities. And I can say he improved. Work rate +1, teamwork +1, positioning +2, determination is the same, decisions +1, anticipation +1, bravery, yeah, it's the same, unfortunately. I have no idea what I've been training this guy, but he was at tackling 11, and right now he's at tackling 14. And right now he looks at like this. +2 pace, +2 stamina. I think the stamina is the same. No, stamina is also +3 points. So he got even faster. Problem is that his technical attributes are not really that strong, that's, you know, evolved. And since I aim to be a very high team, you know, in the lower leagues, it's better to have fast players, you know, players with good physical abilities, because fast acceleration, agility, pace, and stamina are much more important than the technical attributes. Because if you have a fast player, it doesn't matter that he passes badly or shoot badly, he will be able to take the ball and move forward faster, you know. So at least he will make some teams happy. I have been training him positioning heavily. Strange. And he didn't actually improve too much. I have no idea when I changed his training. And I don't have any suggestions by my coaches. As you can see, 4 stars and a half is a lot. Main strength, speed, specific strength, important matches, main weakness, aerial ability, and jumping. Personality fairly determinate, team personality determinate. The weakness is not really important. Why? Because he's a defender right, and he will always be a wing back. He's weak. His left foot is weak. Maybe I don't know if you can train if you can train this, because I would love to train a player and basically use him later as a defender left also, you know. So tackling 14 is also not really that bad. What we should be training him also is maybe we should get positioning 13 is okay for now. So let's change his focus to something else. You know, as a wing back, it's very important to be able to move forward. He has speed, but not dribbling and not crossing. So, and this, because he has this awesome speed and acceleration, he really should have those things. Because I see him as a wing back with that speed, and not as a fullback. You know, the player that stands behind and he doesn't go forward, because if he stands behind, what's the point on having such a good speed? And he also doesn't have strength, so he's really fragile. So let's train him at, I don't know, dribbling. But actually, he has speed, he doesn't need dribbling. Let's train him at crossing and get his crossing high, and then we will see exactly what we will do. I don't know. It might be a bad decision, no idea. And let's actually try to find a trainer for him, like a mental, how do you call it? Belushi, no, a tutor for him. Maybe Zubar. Zubar gets forward whenever possible, plays short, simple passes. This is more like fullback things. Giuseppe Bellucci. Yeah, maybe we should try him, but he doesn't speak English or German. Maybe Jose Angel. Jose Angel abilities: run with the ball, one on the left. Yeah, maybe I don't have a good someone who can really teach him. Or maybe Foley. Foley is on the reserve squad, because Foley likes to switch the ball to the other flank, which is a pretty good thing. So let's talk to the player. Tutoring. And how was my guy name? Christian Meyer. Okay. Of course, we invite him in the room. I will work with Kevin. Hopefully I can improve my game. Okay, nice. I also want to show you something else. You know, at the beginning of the video we talked about injuries. I have Paul Max, who right now looks like this, and it looks like crap, right? This was a player that got through our youth system, and he had 4 stars, and I was like, alright, his name is awesome, like Paul Max. Sounds like an evil genius, you know? And then, check this out. Injuries, bam! 8 months! Injury, out. It took him out of the game. No longer a football player. And then he injured himself for 4 weeks. Out. I'm sorry, Paul Max. I don't know what to say, but... And he's still injured right now. He's having hernia. Now, let's have a look at another player. Tiago Vieira, a Portuguese guy. And right now, I'm trying to look for him. Okay, he's injured for 2 to 7 days. And he also got out of injuries. Check this out. Dead leg. Dead leg. How is that? What's your injury? A dead leg. How can a leg be dead? I mean, you can't move it at all, or what? And how does that improve? I have no idea. But the injuries are many, but you know, not for too long duration, only 4 weeks. Actually, 2 twisted ankle over here. This was a bad area for him because the injury came pretty close. And again, twisted ankle in training. So back then, 4 stars and a half report. Right now, it's 4 stars report. And let's check his attributes. He's a defensive midfielder. Is the same right now. Good teamwork and good work rate. Stamina +1. Strength +5. Pace +2. And acceleration, agility +2 also. Bravery is the same. This is bad. Anticipation +2. Positioning +2. Tackling +1. Technique +1. He didn't actually improve that well. You know, 15 years old, 17 years old. This might also be a flop. Good teamwork. Actually, let me check. I'm training him right now for passing. And I'm doing that heavily. His passing improved. I think it's safe to stop his passing and train him tackling, like my coaches suggest. After all, he is a defensive midfielder. So let's get his tackling up. He might just be okay. Why? Because I've seen a lot of, you know, one of decisions is a very important skill, and his skill is only 11, but that will improve later. Bravery, unfortunately, only 6. That's going to cost him, but I've seen a lot of defensive midfielders who important skills are tackling, very high skill, marking, decent skill, at least 15, and passing at least also 13, 14, because sometimes he wins the ball and he needs to pass the ball. Of course, his choice of a pass will be a short ball, a short pass, and that's why you don't. If you have a good defensive midfielder with a high pass, then you can put the pass into mix. But the important for this guy is to actually win the ball, and determination is 15. Let's check his report. Personality very determined, team personality determined, specific weakness consistency, main strength athleticist. How the hell do you pronounce that? Athleticism, right? Natural fitness is his specific strength. So I'm not very happy about him, to be honest. And let's have a look at another player. Luca Hamel, my favorite player. I've got him again 1 year and a half. So are you curious, guys, how this guy improved? Well, the reason, some of you might actually know the player. Why? Because I've been playing him. Every time I get a chance to put this guy on the field, I'm putting him on the field. And I'm playing him as a striker. Now, back then, I actually paid, you know how much I paid for him? $11 million. Yeah, it's actually a huge, usually when you find good player with potential, you want to buy them as cheap as possible, because with $10 million you actually can buy a good striker. That's, you know, it's a very risky thing, because what can you do? The player becomes only a bit more decent, and then you actually hold later to sell him for what, $6 million? And let's actually look at him for now. Good pace, you know, back then he was good pace, good flair, decent dribbling, decent finishing, corners, penalty taking, and that was about it. Awful teamwork, right? But very fast, very fast, and good dribbling for that age. And I know for a fact that I have been training him at composure, because and his composure back then was at 10. Right now it's at 13, which is huge. For keep in mind that this player is still 16 years old right now. Okay, when I bought him, the screenshot you see right now, it's like 1 month, 2 months actually after his birthday. So he was 14 when I first saw him, and right now he's still at 16. So anticipation plus 2 points, teamwork only 1 point, but you know, there are very good strikers out there that have very low teamwork. And his main ability for this guy is the speed, so you will play him as a poacher, and the poacher means that he will always try to beat the defender with the ball. He will always stay near the defender and try to run with the ball, run at the ball, and that's what it's important, to have a good off the ball. And right now the off the ball is at 15. Determination, right now it's at 16, so it seems that he lost some determination. Decisions 12, creativity 11, composure, as I've said, 13. And now the technical abilities. Corners 16, same thing. Crossing 12, we don't actually care about that. Dribbling 17. My god, 17. 2 points in dribbling. Finishing still 14. And what else? First touch plus 1. Free kick same. Long shot same. Passing plus 1. Technique plus 2. So in his very actually, this guy even scored some goals for me. 1 goal last season, 1 goal this season. And as I've said, every time I getting a chance, I put this guy in. I have 3 main strikers in my team, and this guy is the 4th. And since I always had an injured striker, this guy is actually always sitting on my bench. So let's hope this guy will actually improve a lot. I don't know, maybe or maybe not. Let's hope that he will. I'm putting my faith in him. As you can see, $11 million. Injuries only for 3 weeks, which is okay. And let's see down his report. 2 stars right now, and he has the ability of 5 stars. So think, if right now his current ability is 2 stars and he has these stats, this is huge. You have no idea. 14. You know, like whenever you look at a player, you look at Cristiano Ronaldo. Let's have a look at Ronaldo, right? Cristiano Ronaldo looks like this, which of course is awesome. But he's a 13 indoors player. He has dribbling and so on. Even if you look at Ronaldo, teamwork, work rate, very low, very low. Composure, low, 11. Composure, right? It sucks. Concentration, it sucks. Creativity, it sucks. Bravery, same, low. But what's important for this player is anticipation, determination, decision, and flair. And of course, off the ball. And all those things can be trained for my player who, keep in mind, is only 16 years old. And of course, the physical abilities would give a huge advantage. So, back to my Luka. His technique, okay, this guy is not going to become Cristiano Ronaldo, probably. Surely, not probably. Because he has way too many low abilities. But it does depend on where I'm going to train him, actually. And as I've said, I have been training him on composure. And as you can see, the composure went higher. And right now I'm training his technique. And hopefully that's going to get higher. Determination went poof, low. No idea why exactly. So I also don't know exactly what to train him. His tackling went pretty up. His finishing 14 is still decent. I feel that, yeah, maybe his technique can use... because technique is how he will pass the ball. Technique is how good he will shoot. If he has a high technique, he can do, shots, curveball shots, and, finesse shots and stuff like that. So let's just let him on a technique. His new position is still striker. And let's have a look at another player. I only have one left, I think. Yep. Or no, this is my last. Let me look overall. Maybe I missed a player. So let's look again overall at the players I currently have. Gerardo Batilimo, very good attacking midfielder, central, also 18 years old, good off the ball, good work rate, no flair, decent dribbling. Right now training for finishing, because yeah, his finishing is low. Sean Agostini, good defender, very high, good heading for 18 years old. Christian Meyer, good pace, a defender right. Let's see how he is going to improve. Oliver Hoffman, currently injured for 8 to 4 days. He got some more injuries, but not too heavily. Good central defender, in my opinion. Actually, did I show this to you? I don't think so. Maybe I missed the screenshot with him. The screenshots are kind of messy. Anyway, tackling 16, technique 14. It doesn't matter that much, but teamwork, work rate, influence. It's going to be a good captain later. Stamina, decent overall abilities. And right now I'm training him at positioning. And his positioning is going higher and higher. And I think I'm going to stop at around 14, or maybe... Yeah, I will stop at 14 and then I will start to train his marking or his heading, something like that. Even his anticipation is going higher, so he's training pretty well overall. And Oliver Hoffman, I bought him for night. Actually, I think I've looked at him because I remember telling you that had a BSc about, I don't know, whatever. Jeremy Scherer, a French guy. Defensive midfielder, good stamina, good pace, decent work rate, very good bravery. He will have a future. Thiago Viela, unfortunately, with some injuries, good teamwork, good work rate, no bravery. However, I am training him at tackling. Hopefully he's going to be okay. Goalkeeper, Jamie Haywood. Looks decent. We will need to train him. He's on loan at Everton. We can't get him back, to be honest. He's not playing any games there, and that was a bad call from me. George Extanis, this is a real proof on what injuries can do to a player. Bought him for $2.4 million, got injured by a lot, 5 weeks, 3 weeks, 2 weeks, 2 weeks, 6 days, 2 months, 2 months, and he's finished. Scott Fern. Attacking midfielder, central midfielder, not really that great, to be honest. I'm training him at passing. I think this wasn't a purchase. Danilo Travaglia, another goalkeeper. I'm on loan at Charlton. He's also not playing. A very bad call to loan him. 16 years old. He will improve. Alex Patterson. This is one of my players. Not really that good. Will sell later. And that's about it. Let's have a look at our players from our main team. Actually, I will make this episode more about our team, because I have been talking for some time already. Our main goalkeeper is Wayne Hennessy, and he is performing pretty well. Good heading, good kicking, good aerial ability, good jumping. Very, he can either foot. He can kick the ball with both of his feet. History: he was at Wolves all his life, only loaned 2 times. He only played at Starport, and besides that, only Wayne Hennessy. Stefan Ruffier. I got this guy for free, more like a backup. He kind of wants to play, but he doesn't speak English yet, so that's why I'm still playing with Hennessy. Ronald Zubar, we just offered him a new contract, a bit lower. He's set up as rotation, or no, he's set up as important first team player. No, you're not really that important, to be honest. And let's just do it like that. Giuseppe Bellusci, he's playing right now as a defender right, and he will play as a central defender soon, and I will show you why. Mensur Mujica, he is our backup. I am putting him on transfer. His contract is going to expire soon anyway. Again, I've put him on transfer. I will show you why again in a second. Roger Johnson, our captain, even that he's very slow, I kind of started the season without playing him, and that was a bad call for me. I said like, okay, I need another defender, he's slow, he's old, I need to substitute him, and it was a bad call. Why? Because since I've put him back in, check his rating: 7.3, 7.7, 7.0, 8, 7, 8.3, 7.5, 8.1. Oh my god, Roger Johnson is still awesome. And he's still making a very good team with Danny Beth, who's our younger defender. We got offers for him to sell him, but we will not sell him. Why? Because he's awesome. And stats, latest form, as you can see, Danny Beth is playing pretty awesome, especially in the last 3 games. And he's always almost man of the match. Another, we loaned this guy. He actually played, he started pretty well with 1 goal here and 2 goals in a cup or something like that. I remember that he got 2 goals in a match. But then his form was awful, and he was kind of tired, upset that I'm not playing him. But again, he's not speaking English. Okay, he's speaking English basic right now, but when I took him, he didn't speak English. He is decent, but I am paying 200k per month to keep him, so I'm not going to do that. I'm going to terminate his loan, and I am going, if I can, let me check, terminate loan. The reason why I'm doing that is because I just got Fabio. Yeah, he was available from Manchester City. Keep in mind that I'm playing one of my central defenders as a defender right, because I want a very good defender right. So I saw Fabio and I was like, okay, and I paid some money for him, only 2 million cash right now, and another 6 million for the next 2 years. So that's not really that bad. And I have no idea why, you know, Fabio, good pace, good agility, good acceleration. He gets into opposition area, gets forward whenever possible, plays 1 or 2, runs with the ball often, which is pretty awesome. He's a very good wing back. He can play defender left and defender right, which is awesome for me, especially since it's hard to find the wing backs. So I am going to play him as a defender right or maybe defender left, depends on how I feel. And his stats are decent overall, you know, 13, 13, 12. It can be better, but what can I say? And he specifically says his important matches. Main weakness, aerial ability. I don't care about aerial ability. Specific weakness, injury proneness, which is kind of sad. And as you can see, 3 months, 6 weeks, 3 months, he was a bit injured. So let's hope he will not get injured in our team. But, you know, this purchase actually made me... Oh, about Giuseppe Bellucci, his salary just got an increase because he played, I don't know, 30 games, yeah. So he from 90k per week, he got 130k, which is a lot. So getting rid of this guy and getting Fabio is a good choice. Jose Angel is my defender left. I don't know what to say. Keep in mind that this was before the patch, and he didn't play it that well before the patch. But the new patch that came out this week, and our latest matches are with this new patch, and he played pretty well, as you can see. Improved the defenders left. They don't remain behind. They know how to come and make a tackle. So he is playing pretty well lately, and I purchased him for $11 million. So he is decent overall, good crossing, good pace, good work rate, good off the ball. Information, runs with the ball down the left, gets forward whenever possible, plays 1-2. This is a very important ability for someone who needs to go forward. Frank Tabonu, something like that. I got this guy for free. Pace, dribbling, crossing, technique, work rate, decisions. Only left. He doesn't speak English, which is unfortunate. Unfortunately, he cuts inside, which means he won't use his crossing that often. And I am going to let him for now. But the only downside is that he is left-footed only. Good thing is that he can also play as a defender left. And to be honest, I had to play him as a defender left once because of injuries. Alejandro Faulin, good player. His passing went to 20, decision 17, creativity 15. No pace, but doesn't matter. Long shots 13. I wish that would be higher, but you know, what can you do? Technique, first touch. Our main choice, this is my main choice as a midfielder central. I mean, he also played last season. I bought him for $60 million from QPR. And his average rating was 7.14. Carl Henry, you know, he was my captain. He was my ball-winning midfielder. He got a bit old. His contract is going to expire. And let's actually have a chat. He wants to doing some coaching and to going into management when his plays are over. So let's start with the player. And recommend a future staff role as a coach. He can be made available right now if I would like. Yeah, I would like that. Let's see. End conversation. And right now he's also a staff. Not a good one, but it's very, you know, I'm paying his salary anyway. He's a player, so why not be a staff also? Yeah, he's not really that great, but maybe he will improve. I don't know. We will look on this later. And if you look at training, oh yeah, I want to look at training. Yes. Coaches. I can also put. Where are you here? I can't see you here. He's not here. Strange. Yeah, he's not here. Let me see. We'll look. Maybe we can find another player to. Roger Johnson. Oh, Roger Johnson will be awesome as a coach. Coaching. Yeah, talk to the player. And recommend future staff role. Coach. I appreciate your consideration. Maybe it's a career path I will consider. Okay. I would have wanted to have Roger Johnson as a coach right now. Oh, another staff that I'm having. Remember this? Paul Robinson. He was a goalkeeper, and now he retired, and like signed him as a coach, as a goalkeeper coach, and he is a pretty good coach. Let's look forward. Simao, he's our main ball-winning midfielder right now, and if you remember how we got him, basically I got one of those news that Agent X tells you about the availability of one of his players, and this guy was for free. Transfer season was over, and I had problems with. I actually needed a defender left, and I saw this guy, and I was like, okay, let's sign him. And he is playing pretty well. Good stamina, good strength, good work rate, positioning, determination, decisions, bravery, aggression, tackling, marking, decent pacing, and yeah, this guy is pretty good. As you can see, he played pretty well last season. This season, I think he actually had to play like, actually last season, had to play like a defender, and he was man of the match, actually, a central defender. So, he is Simao. Vladimir Weiss, depends how you want to pronounce him. He is one of our key players. He was one of our key players last week with 14 assists. And he is doing a very good job on the attacking, as an attacking midfielder right. As information, runs with the ball on the right, avoids using weaker foot. Thomas Ince, I just got an offer for $22 million. I'm not going to sell him. He had some bad games, but he's pretty decent overall. We play him as an attacking midfielder left, but he can also play on the right, because as the information, his right foot is fairly strong. Runs with the ball down the left, likes to round keeper, runs with the ball often. Likes to round keeper is a very good trait. I think I've taught him that. It's a very good thing for players who don't have finishing, but they have technique and decisions and of course composure. So when he will be on a position, a one-on-one position, he will try to round keeper, the keeper, because he doesn't have finishing. Jensen, one of my first transfers since I came to Wolves. His passing went up. He's very good overall. I kind of didn't play him lately, but recently I've started to play him again. And in my first season, since I got promoted, he scored some goals. But right now, since last season no goals, this season no goals. So I'm kind of sometimes putting him in, sometimes I'm putting Vladimir Darida in. Anyway, this guy is a regen. I just purchased him for something like 130k. I was like, what? Really? Okay, let's get him. He's young. The scout said like 3 stars. And when he got to my team, the coach is saying 4 stars. Let me actually look at this guy. Still 4 stars. This is my best coach with judging player ability and potential. So even this guy says 4 stars. Suggested focus, quickness, specific ability, weakness, aerial ability, and jumping. We don't care that he's a midfielder right. Main strength, speed, specific strength, important matches, which is awesome. And as you can see, he is actually a midfielder right. You know, it's very important. It's a difference between a midfielder right and attacking midfielder right, because Thomas Ince and Weiss are actually attacking midfielders right, but I'm playing with midfielders right, with wingers role, and they don't actually they don't perform that well. So I have no idea what to do with him. He can still be trained. He doesn't speak English, so I can't actually play him for now. I'm going to just keep him in my team. He's set up as a Beckham of the field team. His salary is crap. His value got higher since I bought him. You know, I bought him for 130k and his value is almost 1 million. He has long throws, so he will play on the flank. So let's train him at what? Crossing? I have no idea. Training. Yeah, I put his focus on crossing. Maybe if with crossing 15 he will be much better. Let's see. It's going to be an interesting thing. Let's actually make a screenshot with him. He's kind of old, to be honest, 21 years old. Bakary Sako has been with us since I've started the game. This is the first season when I'm not actually playing him that often, actually not at all. He's not playing actually that well. Only 2 games this season. Stats form, as you can see, only as a substitute. Why? Because I got, you know, that French guy, and basically I'm using the French guy in. And in a way it's kind of good I got this guy, Matthias Kokol, because I needed a backup midfielder right, because my backup midfielder right was Bakary Sako, who mainly he's basically a midfielder left, so I know. Vladimir Darida, we got an offer for him for something like $8 million, we refused. We have been getting him in. He's one of my first purchases for $2.9 million. And he actually got 2 goals in the match versus Manchester City, which is pretty awesome. So that's why I didn't want to sell him, because of the passing. However, looking at him, he doesn't have good dribbling, doesn't have a good finishing. First touch is decent, but he has composure, concentration, creativity, flair, anticipation. So in a way, this is one of the players that I can sell if I know I need money. But I'm trying to teach him to lob the keeper, because his finishing is not really that good. I'm training him as an attacking midfielder. So it's one of the players. I'm usually putting Vladimir Darida on, or Jensen, and when I need a ball-winning midfielder, I'm putting Simao in, because usually Alejandro Paulin is always on my field. Then of course Luka Hamel, our youngster, that we looked at him. And of course as strikers we have Kevin Doyle, who got a decent number of matches because of injuries. He even got some goals in. And let's see if he's 32. Seriously thinking about management once his days are over. Let's talk with the player. Where actually I can see that he. I think. Okay, this is. I want to stay in soccer, but I want to be more like to becoming a head coach. Okay. Okay. He wants to be a head coach. Good luck. Jordan Rhodes. This is we played him as a poacher. He scored a lot of goals for us last season. And his main disadvantage is that he's playing with back to goals, which is not really that good for a poacher, because he's playing with the back to goal, and a poacher needs to be in front and try to beat the offside trap and go. And I'm also teaching him to try to beat the offside trap. And he plays 1-2s, and this season goal numbers 13 goals in the league. So, and Mattia Destro is finally back from a 2 or 3 months injury. This was one of the reasons for our bad form. As you can see, 3 months in match. And I think, yeah, specific weaknesses, injury prone. And he just came to me and he got injured for 3 months. So, ouch, ouch. As you can see, he is usually, injuring himself. But this was the longest time he got injured when he just came to my team. And he started to play pretty well. The finishing 18. Oh. The reason why, when I first saw him and wanted to buy him, he was like, 15, or 16-16, and right now he's 17-18 at dribbling and finishing. Good composure, good determination, good flair, and check his stats. Since he came, as you can see, I'm usually putting him lately on the field. He got used on playing, and then I'm putting him as a first team player, but I'm substituting him later. And 3 goals, 1 goal, 1 goal. So let's see how he is going to continue playing, and maybe, I don't know, let's see how we are going to finish, but I still want to buy this guy. Yeah, I don't know, my mind is still on this guy. Look at how many goals this guy scores. So this is a very good deep lying forward, even that best role as a poacher. He doesn't have speed as a poacher, but very good mental abilities and very decent finishing. So I still want to buy him. I'm still talking with the players, with the press about the player. And I don't know, I think this was... Oh, also another thing in Football Manager 13, you can actually talk with one of the players and try to, sell the club to one other players. And I told Ruffier to talk with Zoma about Wolves, and because I wanted to buy Zuma as a central defender because he's young and very good abilities, but I didn't want to sell him. So anyway, let's see how this is going to turn out. And this was a kind of a long episode. I have no idea for how long I have been talking. Normally I wanted to look at other teams, but we'll do that on the next episode, and look at how other teams evolved, what they trained, because right now we only look at our team. So it's in a way, this episode is about our current players and our juniors. So let's see how this is going to turn out in the future. So click here for episode number 3 when it's going to be available. And anyway,